um, flooded out in California. I had no idea that it was going to flood out like this. Somewhere I heard that there was only going to be like light sprinkles or something, and it freaking rained like hell last night, all night long. And so I guess a lot of places are flooded. But I'm gonna try to make it out to the store. And it's Christmas Eve. It hasn't been raining for about, can you see out there? It hasn't been raining since like 7 o'clock in the morning. So really right now, if I was to take you through the hills, but I don't need to go up there because I've already got coal oil. Um, Everything's green right now. Usually it's all brown. Right now, everything's green. And so I know the signal's not very good, but we'll make the best of it. And I'll check the signal here. I'll check the signal here in a minute. I'll be out on the road in a little bit. I'm just waiting for something to do something. Okay, let me check this. Let me check the signal on here. This doesn't need to be on there. There we go. So yeah, I would just make the video from here, but the energy is kind of bad. You know, it's Christmas and a lot of people get depressed at this time of year. You know, it's the highest suicide rate of the year, right? I'll ask uh I'll ask AI. When is the highest suicide rate of the year?
Suicide rates in the U.S. are highest during the late.
No, it's during the spring and summer. Isn't that crazy? June, July, and August. Contrary, that's probably bullcrap. I think it's this time of the year is when people get depressed. Hello, people in the comments. Thanks for leaving comments. Thanks for double tapping the screen. This is just a preliminary. I'm getting ready to go try and um, go to town and tell you what's going on. So stay tuned. I'll be starting up a live stream. And I was going to get me some sourdough bread, but I don't want to touch anything with the freaking enriched, bleached flour. I'm so glad that there's people out there exposing this. People were so scared to expose it before they would come after you. And this one guy, he's exposing a lot of it. And he showed the tortillas and showed the brand name on there, right? Those things are nasty. And so the governor of California, he says, we're going to sue your asses for doing this. You mofos have been doing it on purpose, right? They're going after 10 of the head honcho big food producers here in the United States, state of California, just out of nowhere, right? Check it out, look it up. I don't even know the guy's name. Our new district attorney or attorney general, Chen. Let me ask AI. Who's the attorney general of California? Rob Bonta? let me see if that looks like, yeah, it's Rob Bonta. So we'll see. Okay. So I don't want to start telling you the story yet. I was going to tell you out there, but if the signal's good, maybe I'll just tell you right now and I'll tell you something else later. Okay. If the signal's good, then I'll tell you now. Because I might get down there and then who knows what it's going to look like down there. It rained so much last night. It rained all in the living room. Okie dokie. So let me check my signal here real quick. Has everyone went and checked out the channel that I put on my Facebook? Let me show you my Facebook, okay? First, let me make sure my signal's coming out clear. I don't know why it looks funky like that. Okay. Let me just make sure it's coming out clear. Yeah, it looks perfect. Okay, so let me show you. But this is forward-facing camera, so it's mirrored. I heard on Apple phones, I heard on iPhones you can actually change the mirror on your selfie camera. But who knows? I've never had an iPhone. I tried buying one time from this person over in Dallas, Texas. They ripped me off big time. And so okay, yeah, there's a scam going on down there in Dallas. Don't ever buy something that's, you know, computers or cell phones. It's freaking scammers. Pathetic. Okay. So the signal's good. So let me show you. I just turned it around so you can see. Okay. This is my channel so that you can go there all the time. Turn this around because this one is mirrored. Okay. That's my Facebook channel. So go there and you should be able to read this that I posted. David Icke is back on YouTube, just out of the blue. Just out of the blue, he's back on YouTube, right? And nobody said anything about it. He's been banned forever, since whenever the pandemic was. That's when they booted him. Okay? And now all of a sudden, nobody said anything, but he's back on YouTube. So I've been watching him. I watched a couple of things. He doesn't really do very many live feeds. He's only got one live feed on there. But he's got a lot of videos, recent videos. He posted one yesterday, right? The day before, and 2 or 3 days before that. So he's got a lot of material up. But I think what's going on, and it's David Icke, okay? You can type in his name on YouTube and you can see his channel. It wasn't there before. He was banned big time. So I don't know what the hell happened, but somebody turned his channel back on. So this is, well, it's written backwards because I'm forward facing camera. That's why, it's better to do it from the car. But so I'll tell you a little something that's going on. So David Icke has this channel, and I think what's going on is he's trying to stay low key. he's not rocking the boat because there's a lot of information he's not covering. I think he's like, what the hell? Right? He's like, what the hell happened? They let me back on YouTube. Right? So he's not making waves. He's not rocking the boat. Somebody leaving dumb messages. You want to get kicked out? I'll kick you out right now. Um, but um, so um, I watched one, and he was out on the streets somewhere in United Kingdom, somewhere in the UK, London or whatever it is, right? And and when he was out there on the streets talking, you could hear somebody else was freaking making noise like hell so that you couldn't hear what he was saying. If you go in and you watch that one, I think he recorded it like 4 days ago. You can hear somebody, they don't want him talking to the people. This is the kind of stuff, I don't know if it's spiritual, right? But you can hear that other person just yelling so that to mess him up so that he couldn't deliver the message. And and so that's what I think is going on. He's staying low key. He's trying not to rock the boat right now because they just let him back onto YouTube. This is a game changer. The power is on YouTube, and he's got almost 1 million followers, waking the people up. And they're in the comments, but you read the comments, you can tell they don't know what the hell's going on. They're leaving comments, but you can tell they're not connected. They don't know what's really going on. So um so he starts talking about Prince, okay? Prince the musician. And um not during this was a different, I watched like about 3 or 4 of the videos that he's got posted up there, 4 most recent ones. So there's some good material in there. Okay. But he's barely even, not even scratching the surface because he doesn't want to rock the boat right now. This is um, uh, significant, like you would not believe. 1 million people, that's power. And it's the power of the media. And so he starts talking about Prince. I guess Prince was over there in the UK. I don't even know the names of these places. Squiggly Field and Congley or whatever. There's 4 different places where he's going to do a tour. So he's back out talking to the people. That's good. Now, why he's not in the United States, I have no idea. But he used to actually have a girlfriend right here in the next state over, Arizona. He used to have a really nice looking girlfriend. I don't know if she's still there or not. I think her name was Lisa or Linda something. And so he starts talking about Prince. And his whole program was devoted to Prince because Prince read the books, right? He read this book. And so he wanted to meet David Icke. So he invited him to his rock concert, or his concert, which is over there in the United Kingdom. So David Icke went and met Prince. Now, if Prince had that much of an audience, why didn't he tell them about it, right? Or probably they wouldn't let him. that would be too much. And so David Icke is saying, well, uh, Prince was a musical genius and all this stuff, and I'm like, I watched the stuff, okay? I watched the stuff. I don't know what all this bull crap is about. Yeah, he knew how to play different instruments, but I don't see anything different than anybody else who plays the guitar. There's no difference. There's people on these YouTubes now who will shred these people. Just regular people making videos on here. So I don't know where he's coming with that. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that. Um and so um that's all that I wanted to report for right now. So go over and watch some of these things. Now, keep in mind, okay? Keep in mind that I told you I believe he is an extraterrestrial himself. Okay? Keep that in mind. You know what an extraterrestrial is, right? You know all the different names that these extraterrestrials have. He calls them by a certain name himself in there. Well, I'm just telling you, always remember that. Okay? Because um that's what I think. And Kevin Trudeau too. So why don't these why don't they get together and start telling the people, right? This is a different day. Before, we didn't have this communication that we have now. That took a lot of human effort to make this stuff that it's available for free is bizarre, right? So, you know that the most high technology they have on planet Earth right now is in Texas. Okay? It's by Samsung. Samsung is making a facility over in Texas that you would not believe. And it's to design artificial intelligence chips. When you see the technology they have to even think all of the technology that is suppressed, this is like extraterrestrial technology, right? And these other sciences, like I don't even want to mention them. There's other things that can help humanity, other technologies that are freaking from the Stone Ages. And so once you see that factory that they got in Texas, it's in Taylor, Texas. That's just outrageous. And so um David is saying that AI is going to destroy the world. Look how fast they're rolling it out. It's going to make you a slave. Which, you know, it's a possibility. Um, when you stop and you think, there's people coming around with, you know, what's going on. Um, it is. frightening, right? What's going on right now is actually frightening. And okay, so he says that. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I have a different I think it's going to help humanity, and I think it's necessary to do space travel like on Star Wars. You remember how you just click it on and AI will drive the airplane, the spacecraft, it'll drive it and freaking do combat with all this. That's obviously got to be AI, right? And but I've been noticing a lot of stuff off AI. It's freaking biased. It's giving you some crappy answers. For like, if you try to ask it any questions about these subjects that are controversial, they're a big freaking scam. They're like the biggest scam ever was. Trillions and trillions of dollars since the 70s. Biggest freaking scam. It's unbelievable that they could get away with this crap. When you ask it questions about these things, it gives you bullshit answers. But anyhow, so David is saying that AI is going to take over and it's going to make you a slave and all this stuff. I think AI maybe is going to connect humanity back together, where they separated everyone in Babylon. Now he makes a good case, okay? He makes a good case that, it was the this family who were actually the ones doing all this crap. The Rothschilds. Was it the Rothschilds, or I think he said a different family. I don't think it's Rothschilds. I forget which one it is. But they are the ones who had control on all of this, these holy scriptures, and and they've been running the people from day one. The few have been controlling the many. This is the message he was giving today. And I'm like, well, maybe, right? I mean, he's very smart, okay? And so you make up your own decision if you want to believe him or not. But I think he's wrong about the AI, maybe, because I think this is going to connect humanity back together. What was separated in Babylon, AI is bringing us back together. It's already automatically transferring my voice into text, and um, and then turning it into other languages automatically. It's not instant. It takes like a day for it to load up. But that's what AI is doing, I would imagine. I would imagine that's AI. And because they sure as hell didn't have it before. And so I think it might be, connecting humanity back together. Right? People who speak different languages. And besides that, ultimately, I think the creator is in charge. And the people are such selfish freaking hypocrites. Some of them are greedy, selfish hypocrites. Some of them are just selfish hypocrites. Most people are this way. They don't give a shit about the homeless people. They're celebrating Christmas right now, knowing that people are freaking out there. Thousands and thousands of people are out in the freaking cold, out in the freaking wet. They don't have a place to go, and you're celebrating Christmas, right? And so the The whole homeless thing could be eliminated overnight with $1 trillion. Okay. If you study sociology, you know that the homeless people are there for a reason, to make your ass know that if you don't freaking do what you're supposed to, this is what's going to happen to you. And so, ultimately the creator is in charge. So I think the creator is using these devils to give the people hell, basically, right? Because they're a bunch of selfish freaking animals. So to say that there's no creator, I don't think so. I mean, I think there is a creator. To say that there's not a creator, no. I mean, if you believe in, million years, this is nothing for the creator. This might be just a, test. This might be just a test. It's a glitch in time. And so yeah, that's what I think. I think the creator is in charge, and they letting these people do this. Now the Holy Scriptures, right? Nobody knows where they came from. But, maybe they're telling on themselves. Who knows? But if you read the heights in the Holy Quran, it makes exact sense what's going on right now. They hate the humans, right? It's all in that chapter, the Book of the Heights. He's saying that this family probably, they had a lot to do with these Holy Scriptures. So, you decide for yourself, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because he is giving you the information. I just don't agree with his belief on God, the creator. I disagree with it. I disagree with artificial intelligence, and I disagree with what he says about the electric car. Yes, the electric car has a lot of bad shit in it that needs to be fixed. Number one, the doors need to be mechanical. That's ASAP. Whoever designed these freaking doors was a freaking idiot. And or just didn't give a shit, right? And so, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Get all the information. He's telling you about the stuff. Like I said, he's not rocking the boat right now because they just let him back on. He didn't even mention it. They just let him back onto YouTube, so he's putting his videos up. But he's got a lot more stuff. The stuff that's in here in chapter 16, he's not even touching it right now. Okay? And for good reason. So check out this channel and keep tabs on it. Check in every now and then, because, who knows what they'll do. But right now, the information is getting out to the people. So make sure if you go there, go down and check out what the people are saying in the comments, because this is the free flow of information. This is the big kahuna. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. I would say happy Merry Christmas, but I'm just not really feeling it. So there's too much oppression going on in the world. So, I just don't feel right saying, happy Merry Christmas, because to me, it just doesn't seem right. To you, it might, you do whatever you want. But check out David Icke on YouTube. His channel is back up.